Pirate Borg is still my #1 all-time MÖRK Borg inspired gamebook world campaign setting. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a one-shot adventure that Zac Goins has very kindly sent to me. He hasn't asked me to review it, but I did get this, he sent it through. This is it's a one-shot encounter that's on a ship that your players are probably not going to want to go to, but as a games master, you're going to want your players to end up there. So before I get into the adventure, let's just show you, as ever, where you can pick it up. So it is available on DriveThruRPG. It's a nice quick one shot. You should be able to get this done in an evening. So it's 12 pages, and the PDF is going to cost you £2.20. So what's that, about $3.50 US, somewhere around there. If you are going to pick this up, please do consider using my affiliate link. I said, absolute honesty, I did not pay for this. I did not use affiliate link money out of it, but obviously any money generated on my affiliate link, I always put it back into buying something else that I then use to do reviews, etc. for the channel. So it just keeps me going with content. As ever, I want to thank everyone that's using my affiliate link. I'm now getting to the stage where most of what I'm buying is coming from affiliate links as opposed to my own pocket, which is amazing. I never thought I'd get to a stage where I'm kind of breaking even, if that makes sense. So thank you. I don't know who uses it. I've got no way of really knowing, but thank you. So let's get back to this Repentant. So it's an ash-laden Pirate Borg adventure. And if you've never played Pirate Borg, and this is going to be your first one going in, ash is this wonderful, let's just say it's a kind of drug mechanic that's in Pirate Borg that the players can take or buy and sell. It's worth a lot of money, and you can sort of just trade adventures around it. And this adventure is going to, slight spoilers, let's just get into this. If you are a player, you should probably leave now. If you want to run this, and it sounds quite interesting to have a sort of one-shot ash-laden pirate adventure, send this to your games master, get them to watch the video, because you're going to want to be involved in this. You're not going to want any sort of spoilers in here. It's a fantastic little evening's encounter you're going to have. Okay, so now you're gone, I will carry on just for games masters only. So you've got this basic ship that is, well, let's say it's quite significantly rammed with ash that the players can get hold of. It's whether they can get it is going to be the bit that's going to be a little bit difficult. So here we have, so it's 12 pages here. So the Repentant is an ash-laden one-shot scenario for Pirate Borg. Adrift on the coastal waters is the wretched vassal. Its crew with a ragtag selection of gaunt faces and smouldering ember eyes. You got it. It's an undead ghost ship type scenario here. We're going to get 3 new sea shanties in here, 7+ new creatures. All of the VTT stuff is included, so every monster that's in here, you're going to have a token if you're going to be running it on Roll20, Foundry, wherever you run it. Also, all the maps for the ship are also included in here too. So Games Master makes it very easy just to sort of prepare this on VTTs, or if you've got a printer at home and you're going to run it as an actual adventure, sort of face-to-face, again, all of the assets are in here for you. Right, so let's just get over to the front cover of the book. And here we have, well, it's on theme. You've got this, it's actually Skeletor. It's not Skeletor, obviously, but skeleton face here. And as you can see, an ash-laden one-shot scenario. Looking good. It looks good. I like the black, red, and white. It's very sort of atmospheric. Very atmospheric and sells it really sweetly. We've got this, it says expanded edition, which does add a few more things. I've never read the non-expanded edition, so this is my first encounter with it, so I can't really tell you what the difference is. As with all these sort of Borg type things, we've got a little bit of information here on the inside cover. So, and this is basically just it's given the Repentance and what are they trying to do. So the captain, who happens to be an Ashen priest, has summoned a few demons on board. He's interested in raid and plunder a few towns to basically get more bodies on board. And then, as we'll find out as the adventure goes on, he's then turning those into ash. So if the players get hold of this, they've got an ash making machine. I'm not sure whether the players are going to want to go down that route and have that, or probably, if you've got heroic players, they're probably going to want to sink this and get it to the bottom of the ocean to stop this going on. Like with all these, sorry, probably just say, obviously, this is an Ash-laden adventure. So Repentant is an independent production by Zac Goins. It's not affiliated with Limithron, so all the legal stuff is in here as well. So start with the table of contents, sadly not hyperlinked, but it'll just take you through the backstory, which is here on the left-hand side. The beginning scenario, the ship and its crew, the demons on board. We've then got the 3 areas of the ship, so the cabins, the gun deck, and the hold. We've then got some hooks and more hooks, the brimstone merchants, some more demons. If the demons in the ship, you want to vary it, which Zac does always seems to do this with his adventures. He'll just have something different as well, which is great from a games master's point of view, because it means you can run this with a different group and it'll be slightly different and more interesting. And then you've got the Ashen Priest stats here, as well as your D3 sea shanties at the back. Ways to get into the adventure, so we've got 5 different ways randomly to roll, or you might want to just select it here for exactly where the ship's going to be. Right hand side then, we get these stats here for the ship itself, some of the crew, as well as the cook, and a vicar on there. So all the VTTs are in there. We've then got some demons. We've got the main demon here that will be on the ship for the players to stumble across. Throughout the book, this style of art is absolutely amazing. I really love this. This sort of comic-y kind of effect. You can tell I'm not an artist because I use words that probably don't make sense, but it does to me. I've got a map of the deck of the ship here with the expanded brig, the Dark One Shrine, the storage, and the Ashen Priest's quarters, exactly where it all is, as well as some occult implementation random table here down the right hand side. Then going to go down onto the so it's the first level of the ship, so which is the gun deck, which is broken down nicely into things like kitchen galley, crew's quarters, vicar's quarters, what's in the pockets, with then a random sort of loot table here as well, and then other things like disgusting things that you can sort of randomly step in for the characters. The brimstone zombies, this is the cargo hold. So when they get down to the bottom, they're going to open it, and there's going to be all these sort of undead people rushing, trying to get out, because in the cargo hold, you've got this ash grinder here, which, as you can imagine, what happens to the zombies. They're going in the grinder, making ash, so they can generate all this ash. And this is why they're just sailing around, going to other towns and cities and ports to sort of gather loads of people, turn them into undead, throw them in the grinder, make money, go back. That is it. So the end, from a player point of view, you could quite easily have the players just take this over and just become absolutely nasty, virate, ash-dealing barons, or they'll probably want to sink it. But I like the fact that you are going to have some options here. If the players do decide they want to go down the evil, nasty ash dealing route, we've got some merchants down on the right-hand side that are quite happily to take the ash off them at reasonable prices. If you want different demons in here, we've just got a few more demons. It does say they're not found on board, but you could put them on board or just put them into any other adventure. Finally, on the inside cover here, we've got the stats for the Ashen Priest himself here, and he's got some wonderful effects of what happens to him when he takes the ash. And then finally on the back cover, you've got your D3 sea shanties here and the effect of what they're going to have. It's just sort of a rundown of the adventure. And I think you'll agree, as a one-shot adventure and a little sort of fun little location, this is great because it gives the players that real sort of moral decision. Because it's a pirate game, after all, and they may or may not be good. They may or may not decide to change to go from good to evil or evil to good. The temptation, because the amount of money to be made by Ash, they could either just park this up somewhere, and it's great. It's a great idea. When I first looked at this, I was like, okay, it's a little one shot. How would I fit this in? And then you get to the end and you find that mechanism for the ash making machine. I just thought this was going to be a ghost ship encounter, and it's not. This is a campaign changing or breaking or making little one shot that, I'd say, is either going to make the players really nasty or heroic. Absolutely love it. It's a great fun adventure. I really look forward to putting this into one of my adventures, because I think one of my players in my head I'm sure he's going to want to keep this, and there's going to have a little bit of argument on where it goes. But those are my thoughts on it. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Actually, let me know what you think your players would do, or if you are, well, you're not allowed to be a player, so you can't say what you would do if you were a player. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.